in a writer, I'm looking for somebody who brings everything to the table. You know, who brings the heart, who brings their vision, and particularly who bring their brain to the table, so that they're aware of what they're doing and they're making conscious choices. I don't have a lot of patience for people who feel like they're downloading from the cosmos. You know, just like, that's how it came out. And okay, great. Now let's make it better. But, you know, just writing from a place of understanding rather than from a place of fear, where you're just grateful for any idea that comes along and you don't want to change it because you don't know how. You know, it's not about the ideas, it's about how you support the ideas.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Oh. Oh. Tired. I'm not. I've been in a weird mood the last several days, so. And this is probably not going to help me be in a. This isn't probably not going to help me not be in a weird mood. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one, and I'm not entirely convinced it's not a terrible idea. So. I mean, it's gonna be good weird. It's gonna be possibly uncomfortable weird. It's gonna be like, this is gonna be a very personal game, I think. So, yeah, I'm gonna this could end up being like a very emotional game for me. So I might like have to like step away for a few seconds to take a break at some points. We'll see. This is a very emo game. Did Harrison's computer come today? Awesome. That's great. I'm very excited for D&D tomorrow. Ebony, how are you? Are you hunting? Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I'm glad that I've never had, like, big computer problems. That I've had to, like, I've never had to repair a computer. I've only replaced computers. And Ebony, I'm glad that work's been slow. That means you'll get to hang out. Hopefully it continues to be slow. Ooh, I love to get mayo. I also had a slow day at work, but I had to actually be on campus. Aw, Harrison's such a good boyfriend for you. Aw, that's wonderful. That feel when BF gets the mayo. Okay. I guess I'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so tonight I'm playing a game called Alone Together. It is by Janie, Jaffe, and it's based on Alone Among the Stars by Takuma Okada, which is a lot of games are based on Alone Among the Stars, and it's really fun. It is about like going from planet to planet and finding neat things. This is a game about loneliness, so that's gonna be fun. Okay, so I'm just gonna read most of the text here because it's pretty short, and then we'll get started. Do you ever reach wildly for anyone to hold on to, to hold you, to pull you closer and not let you go. Do you ever stand on a hot summer night outside a party where you can breathe and hope for a second someone will notice you're gone and come looking for you? Do you ever lie in your bed and stare at the ceiling and think about things you wish you had said or wish you could take back? This game is about that feeling. You are a queer person lost in queer spaces. Play to find out who you find. Harrison, hi! Blem said that you got your computer built. You're just having some Windows problems. Trouble opening the windows. Oh, missing a part. That's no good. How are you doing besides computer stuff? Good. Good. I'm glad you're okay. Okay, continuing. When you want to encounter someone you're interested in, draw a card. The suit will determine who you're encountering, and the number will tell you where the scene is placed. If you want to, you may roll 1d6 to determine the mood of the encounter. On a 1 to 2, dawn. The encounter is simple, easy, and warm. A smile, a light touch, a laugh, a flirtation, a date, maybe a beginning. 3 to 4, dusk. The encounter is tense, strained, awkward, or complicated. An argument, a fight, a bad impression, a mistake, maybe an ending. 5 to 6, midnight. The encounter is exciting, impulsive, and explosive. A kiss, a dance, a party, a hookup, maybe nothing, maybe everything. If you have a better idea, though, ignore the die, or re-roll it until it gives you the mood you want. After you finish an encounter, linger on your memories for a moment. What feelings are you left with? What do you want to remember? What do you wish to forget? Do you want to keep playing? If yes, encounter someone again. If you want to, record your encounters. Keep a journal, write fic, make art, make music. If your record ever makes you feel more alone, trash it. Play for however long you like. When it hurts, stop. If the encounters get too intense or bring up memories you'd rather not touch, stop. Take care of yourself. Chat with friends, watch silly videos, listen to upbeat music, do whatever you do to feel less alone. And then there's the list of the suits and the numbers, which I'm not going to go through up top. And then, I guess I'll move over to the game stream. There's this little bit of advice, suggestions for playing and for life. Make messy entanglements, be open to danger and connection, get yourself in trouble, keep your heart safe, use protection. Be gay, kiss people, have fun. Yeah, so like I said, this could end up being a colossal mistake. But it is it's a space that I am really interested in exploring. But this could be one of those things where like I start and I go for a little bit and I'm like I don't know if I can do this one in public, but hopefully I won't have to do anything more than take a break to control my emotions. You are likely to see my lip all quivering, because that's what happens when I get emotional. Thank you. Yes, I will not forget that you guys are here. Actually, I'll probably be eliciting some suggestions from you guys. I've got like a hair in my mouth. Super attractive, I know. It's gonna be hard not to like make this like super personal and about me, because it's very much about feelings, and my feelings are the ones that I know the best. But I am going to try to do what I can to kind of externalize this stuff, so that hopefully I can create a little distance between myself and what's happening in the game. But yeah, I'll be asking for suggestions. Something that I want to focus on from a gameplay perspective tonight is I'd like to focus on descriptions. So the people that I meet, I would like to be able to paint like a nice little picture of them. So with that, I think I'll go ahead and draw my first card. And okay, so we've got the 3 of clubs, and so 3 of clubs. Clubs represent someone with a wry smile, rolling eyes, a hand through hair, reclining on a chair. So that vibe of a person. And a 3. On a 3, the place that you meet is either a convenience store or the side of a lake. Okay, so if you guys have any suggestions for someone with a wry smile, rolling eyes, a hand through hair, reclining on a chair, someone with that kind of vibe, or if you think it would be more interesting, I have a hard time imagining meeting someone in a convenience store that I have any sort of interaction with, but that's just me. Robert Downey Jr. is a good touchstone for that sort of person. Oh, and well, yeah. Let's decide. Let's describe this person before I roll a die to see what kind of encounter this is. I'm going to say I meet him at the side of a lake. So side of a lake. Let's see here. He has let's see here. So it's a hot summer day. That's always a good time to go to a lakeside. Ooh, actually no. Even better than that. It is a blustery autumn day. He is wearing a Nirvana t-shirt with a plaid button up, or with a plaid shirt over it. Let's say blue plaid. With an unbuttoned blue plaid shirt. Ooh, his hat blows in the wind, and I like that. Okay, this is a complete side trip right here. But do you guys know about the like order of adjectives in English that like are really hard to enumerate, but like we all follow this rule about what order adjectives go in. Okay, so I'm trying to find a website where it lays this out. Okay, so the order of adjectives in English is opinion, size, physical quality, shape, age, color, origin, material, type, purpose. So for example, you could call something a lovely, tall, rough, square, youthful pink, Dutch plastic, U-shaped cooking spoon. But it would sound weird if you called it a like a square, tall, pink, thin, beautiful plastic cooking spoon or whatever. It's this like whole order of things that it's this whole order of adjectives that just it underlies English. We all follow it. We all know when it's not being done right. But it's hard to like nobody knows it. And I mean that's all language is, actually like unwritten rules that we all just know. Yeah, or a shorter example would be like you could say like she was wearing an amazing red coat, not she was wearing a red amazing coat. Okay, sorry, side trip. I know that's a big side trip there, but I am really fascinated by stuff like that. Okay. Okay, so back to our feller. What is Zipf's law? Empirical law formulated using mathematical statistics that refers to the fact that for many types of data studied in the physical and social sciences, the rank frequency distribution is an inverse relationship. Empirical law for the fact that for many types of data studied in the physical and social sciences, the rank frequency distribution. Yeah, that's not a entirely helpful. Oh, the frequency of any word is inversely proportional to its rank in the frequency table. Thus, the most frequent word will occur approximately twice as often as the second most frequent word, 3 times as often as the third most frequent word. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, so V is the most frequently occurring word, and by itself accounts for nearly 7% of all word occurrences. The second place word of accounts for slightly over 3.5% of words. Okay, that makes sense. Although it does seem like kind of it seems like a little bit of a no-brainer that like the most frequently used word occurs most frequently. But yeah, I get it with like the frequencies having. Okay. Okay, I'm declaring this digression over now. Yeah, I'll have to send me the video on Discord or something, and I'll take a look at it if you happen to know where it is. But back to this great imaginary fella that I'm meeting. So this is a blustery autumn day. He's wearing a Nirvana t-shirt with an unbuttoned blue plaid shirt. And let's say... and a trucker cap. Let's say he's also wearing torn jeans. I'm sitting at the end of the pier. Okay, I'm sitting at the end of the pier, and as he loops around while walking, his hat falls off. Okay, now let's see what kind of interaction this is. Oh, actually, I guess I shouldn't describe that until I know what kind of interaction we're going to have, because it might not make any sense at all. Okay, that's a 4. So in the okay, so on a 3 to 4 dusk, the encounter is tense, strained, awkward, or complicated. An argument, a fight, a bad impression, a mistake, maybe an ending. Okay, I've got a good idea for this. Okay, so yeah, let's go back to so I'm sitting on the edge of the pier. And as he's walking by So as he's walking by, his hat falls off, and I go to grab it for him. Because it goes right over my head. He also goes to grab it. But he like, I guess probably inadvertently, slams off to me, which knocks me off balance and knocks me into the lake. Yeah, that makes us both miss the hat, and sends me into the lake. In the lake, I'm able to grab the hat, and I toss it back up to him. He is he's kind of laughing. He's laughing about this. And so yeah, so I grab the hat, throw it back up to him. He's laughing about the situation. I start trying to.
All right, let's bring that beat
down. I start trying to climb back up on the pier, but he just walks off. Offering me a half-hearted thanks. So, what feelings am I left with? I think embarrassment, because it's embarrassing to to be knocked into a pond. I'm a little agitated that he didn't help me out. What do I want to remember? I want to remember the way he laughed, because it was the way that he laughed was like it was a very light laugh. It was a very high laugh. It was it was a very carefree laugh. And what do I wish to forget? The thing that I want to forget is I want to forget that he should have helped me out of the lake. I want to forget that I am annoyed at being ignored like that. So I guess like, let's say let's see here. How can I put this the best way? I'd like to forget that my Okay, yeah, I like this phrasing. I'd like to forget that my own needs were ignored. I'm going to have to tell my therapist about this game because there's, I don't know, like, this is so these questions kind of remind me of some of the ways that I go about talking about experiences in therapy. So that's fun. Everything's therapy. Everything's therapy, guys. The 6 of spades for the next. No, Ebony, I want to convince dragons to be nice to me and and take care of me. That's my role-playing wants and needs. Okay, okay, we've got 6 of spades. So on a 6, the place that we meet is either a friend's party or a stranger's party. Let's say a friend's party. And for spades, the kind of person that I'm encountering, their description is tight boots, a flirty scowl, high walls, just leaving town. So this sounds like a like cool person TM. Someone who maybe looks kind of mean. Any suggestions about the kind of guy I should invent? Literally making up a guy. Gaimus. Okay, I'm gonna say, I do like a super supportive Chad or a super supportive anybody. I'm gonna say long hair dyed black. Oh, glossy long hair dyed black. Long hair dyed glossy black. Superman, Slender Man does seem very aloof. Yeah, so this isn't a friend's party, so I'm trying to think of what someone like this would wear to a party. Because this is RPGs, and describing what you're wearing is that's the RPG bread and butter. I don't know. Everyone that I know just wears t-shirts to. Let's see here. Tight black jeans. Let's say he's wearing lipstick. Okay, let's say a Death Cab, a Death Cab t-shirt. Not that I think Death Cab is shitty. Death Cab is one of my go-tos. Okay, let's roll for the type of encounter this is. Ooh, 6. Okay, so on a 5 to 6, the encounter is exciting, impulsive, and explosive. A kiss, a dance, a party, a hookup. Maybe nothing, maybe everything. Okay, this is actually kind of the situation that I was afraid of. But also I'm excited about too. I'm not going to I'm not going to describe anything especially prurient on my channel. But I think a kiss sounds a kiss sounds like a nice thing. Okay, so here's what happens. I've stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. He's outside smoking. Smoking is kind of a turnoff, but but also I would be lying if I would say that I haven't been attracted to some hot smoking guys. He strikes up a conversation with me. And no, because all dogs are pleasant looking. How dare you, Ebony? All dogs are precious looking puppers. And I know what reference you're going for, but I refuse to stand for the slander of canines. Yeah, so he strikes up a conversation, and even a Chihuahua. One of my roommate's friends had a Chihuahua, who was a tiny little thing, a precious, annoying. I mean, part of the charm of a Chihuahua is that it's annoying. Imagining the Within the Wires dogs as Chihuahuas. I think that's a fun headcanon. So yeah, he strikes up a conversation with me, and I respond very slowly, because or I warm up to the conversation slowly. I'm a little drunk. And I ask him for a drag of his cigarette. Yeah, I also would not mind being a little drunk right now, but I didn't want to run to the store to get beer, so not that I would ever encourage anyone to drink or smoke or use any sort of mind-altering substance. Okay, so we talk for about half an hour. Yes, hey, I am Scruff McGruff. You can write to me at Scruff McGruff, Chicago, Illinois 60652. I will take a bite out of crime. I will. Do you think Scruff McGruff and the Dare Lion dated? Actually, I don't want to imagine good things for them because they're cops, but yeah, feel free to tweet that out. So I'm talking to this guy for like half an hour, and I don't. I'm a little drunk. He's real hot. He's very aloof. Oh, I should put that. Actually, instead of saying aloof, when he talks, you believe that he, or, yeah. Yeah, so when he talks, he has so much confidence you'd believe anything he says. I'm a little drunk, and I ask him for a drag of a cigarette. We talk for about half an hour. And I, very uncharacteristically, ooh, that's a $5 word, uncharacteristically. I just blurt out, I want to kiss you. This is a thing I have never done. Can't imagine doing. Seems like a lot to say to a person. And he very, like, I want to kiss you, I know. Yeah, that's... Okay, this game might not end up making me sad, but it might make me think about Hot Guys, which is sure a thing to think about. So it gets close to me very casually. Grabs he grabs me by the chin, or I guess like he like, you know, he puts his hand like under my jaw, and kisses me. For just a second. Yeah, I'm staggered. For like half a, let's say a good 30 seconds, I'm staggered. Just can't even process it. And then I'm trying to think of the most me reaction to this. I say, I apologize. That's I apologize, and then he just goes back into the party, and I'm left. I'm left outside processing my feelings, and probably never speak to him again. Oh, that would be kind of devastating, but. So what feelings am I left with? Confusion. Probably a little embarrassment. Embarrassment is a feeling I am often left with, even in situations where it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to be embarrassed. And I'm going to say regret because boy, regret is also an emotion that I get a lot when, well, pretty much anything happens, so. What do you wish to remember? So what do I want to remember? I want to remember the second just before he kissed me when he positioned my head into the place he wanted it. What do I wish to forget? Let's see. I want to forget everything that I did immediately before and after. I want to forget about I want to forget about blurting out I want to kiss you. I want to forget about apologizing. I want to forget about him leaving. Okay, well, I think that that's all that I can say about that one. Okay, let's move on to the next one then. Sorry. That one makes me a little sad. For a lot of reasons that I don't really need to talk about in public, but. Okay, so next up, King of Diamonds. Okay, so the King of Diamonds. Okay, so for a king, it's either the closest place you can find or somewhere you're not supposed to be. Let's say somewhere I'm not supposed to be. This is kind of a hard one. Well, actually, maybe not. And for the king, or sorry, for diamonds, the type of person, a practiced smile, an intense gaze, skilled hands, waiting for the perfect moment. Okay. Okay, what if this is well, let me real quick roll to see what kind of encounter this is gonna be, because this is the kind of person I think that is very situational. I have some ideas, but I don't want to make them not fit with the type of encounter. A 4. Okay, so. Oh my god, I think I have... Okay, so a 4 is dusk. The encounter is tense, strained, awkward, or complicated. An argument, a fight, a bad impression, a mistake, maybe an ending. I'm only sort of regretting pre-populating all of the responses. Okay, so, let's say that this is, let's say this is, this person is a barista. Right, when I was thinking about this game, I don't know why this memory came up, but I just thought about like a barista that I saw like years ago who just seemed like real hot, and for some reason I probably don't even remember what this person looks like, but for some reason when I was thinking about this game, like that memory of seeing a barista in Starbucks and thinking like, holy shit, he's real hot, that came up. Let's say that he has let's say he's got floppy hair. I do like a floppy hair doofus. Bright blue eyes. Like piercing blue eyes. Like just like let's say your sharp bright eyes. Let's say, yeah. And yeah, let's say good customer. Oh, I'm trying to think of a way to describe the way that like baristas are often very friendly, and I'm sure that they're like genuinely nice, but it's also like they're doing their job. Let's just say practiced warmth. Okay, so let's say that let's see here. So this takes place somewhere I'm not supposed to be. So, I order a let's see here. I grab my order. Which is a let's just go with what I always get with which is a mocha. And I immediately spill it all over myself, all over the floor. He takes me back into the... or he tells me to come back to the back area to clean myself up. And he's clearly annoyed. I mean, he's trying to be nice, but it's I can read his annoyance at having to deal with this situation pretty clearly, but he's still being very nice to me. Let's say that he's annoyed at having to deal with my klutzy ass. And he talks to me for a second while I'm, or for a minute or two while I'm cleaning myself up, but then he says he has to go back to work. And here I am left in the back area, other employees who come back staring at me, while I embarrassedly clean myself up. So what feelings am I left with? Once again, we've got embarrassment. Running theme of the night. But I think most interactions with other human beings are, or they. I'm often embarrassed by my own actions, no matter how smooth I am. So. So what? Embarrassment. Yeah, mostly embarrassment. I want to remember. I want to remember how he was nice to me, even though he didn't have to be, and it was clearly an imposition on me. And what do I wish to forget? Is it cheating if I say the entire incident? It's really weird how you. It's really weird the things that you remember about. Oh yeah, did you hear Wiley? He was giving a little meow after he hopped up on the bed. He's a terrible cat. Just awful. The worst cat ever. Okay. I think I've got time for one or two more. This hasn't been too painful yet, so hopefully we won't have to go all the way to the point of pain. The Queen of Hearts. Playing with the Queen of Hearts. Knowing it ain't really smart. The Joker's not the only fool who'd do anything for you. Queen of Hearts. So for the Queen, we have a bedroom, no bed, or a kitchen, no bed. Let me delay that decision for a second until we figure out what kind of encounter it's going to be. So hearts. So the description for hearts: a bright smile, sparkling eyes, a light laugh, never touching the ground. We have the 4 types of guys in this game, and I love them all. They haven't invented a type of guy yet that I... Actually, I was going to say they haven't invented a type of guy that I wouldn't be attracted to, but that's super not true. There are some... there are some very awful people that do not interest me at all. And, okay, let me roll for what kind of... Okay, this is a 2. Oh, this is the first time we've gotten this type of encounter. So 2 is Dawn. The encounter is simple, easy, and warm. A smile, a light touch, a laugh, a flirtation, a date, maybe a beginning. Okay, I feel free to make any suggestions. Let's say this is in a bedroom, no bed. Let's see here, and this is with a friend. And he's wearing I have some ideas for this one, and this one could I don't think it'll get too emotional, but I have some specific feelings around let's see, he's wearing pajama pants. a yellow t-shirt. Bunny slippers. Let's see here. And let's see. Yeah, I think something to set up about this encounter is that let's see here. I've always been kind of attracted to him. A thing that is true about a lot of friends. Not that I have a problem of pining after my friends, but there is, I think in a lot of my friendships there is like a hint of like romance, maybe not necessarily sexual attraction, but romantic attraction. And I think that's just part of like just part of the way I am. Okay. I know I don't have to. What flits your iceberg? Yeah, I mean, I think not to go too much into therapy stuff, but like I think it's just, you know, your friends you are at least on some level intimate with, and that's like that is where some romantic attraction lies for me, especially when like there aren't a lot of avenues in which I get to have romantic attraction, so I guess it makes a sort of sense that some of my friends I would wind up being attracted to. Let's see here. We're I know what this is. Okay, so we're watching a horror movie, and when a jump scare comes up, he grabs my arm. He grabs my arm briefly. Okay, so what feelings are we left with here? Longing, there's a maybe this will be, yeah, excitement, also sadness. I honestly do not know how this works with anyone else, but uh, when you don't touch other people very often, any incidental like touching is a big deal. But there's also like a lot of there's sadness associated with it, because you want more. You'd like to turn seconds of a touch into minutes. Yeah, that's I think that's as far as I need to explain that feeling. That's is something that I've been thinking a lot about recently, and forever. Okay, so what do you want to remember? Feel fear when I was in high school to touch. Man, something was wrong with me back then. Yeah, I can see I can see that. Yeah, my problem has been like oh my god, in high school, like there was no there was no touching to be done. Yeah. Yeah, touch turns into a very or at least I feel that it probably has a very different vibe when you don't get it very often. Maybe that's not everyone else's experience, but that's it's the experience that I have had. So what do you want to remember? I want to remember the pressure of his hands around my arm, or of his, yeah. And how much different that feels to compared to, say, when I touch my own arm. Yeah, that's yeah, I'm not gonna like talk about it too much, because it's like it's a rough subject to get into, but touch sure is something. But yes, I wish for everyone that they get the amount of touching that they desire. That's touching other people is good. Just IMO. So what do you wish to forget? So what I wish to forget is, like touching fluffy things. Fluffy things are also very much nice to touch. Okay, so this is a little more abstract. Wiley, my fluffy thing, Wiley, is okay. He is he is sleeping in a very awkward position right now, and he looks a little bit like Vibe and Cat right now. He's not moving his head, but just the angle that he's at. Okay, so what do I wish to forget is a little more abstract, because it's more about what I didn't do. But I like to forget about the way that I didn't. The way that I didn't grab onto him. Ooh, tell me about abstract things. I want to hear about abstract things. Oh, it is. Sorry. Yeah, I tune out. I kind of tune out the Pretzel Rocks messages. Okay, that's. Okay, I think this will probably end up being the last. Oh, hey, this. Good coincidence. I put five spaces on here, and it looks like we're gonna get to five things. So that is Kismet. That's what that is. Okay, so the 5th card that we're going to draw, I hope it's a good one. The 2 of Spades. Two in spades. And for a 2, oh, this is gonna be, it's either among the trees or a field of grass. Well, I am of course going to choose among the trees, because I love being in trees. And as a reminder, spades are tight boots, a flirty scowl, high walls, just leaving town. Okay, so let's see here. This is taking a little hike in a nature preserve. Ooh, more abstraction. Let's see here. Help me think of a guy here. That description again: tight boots, a flirty scowl, high walls, just leaving town. let's say that he's walking his dog. Oh, okay. I'm keeping both. He's walking his dog and that he's a biker. Because now I'm imagining this like bad boy biker with a sidecar just for his dog. Oh, a Pomeranian named Scruffles. Hell yes. He's wearing a leather jacket, sunglasses, and he's he's got well-styled hair. Yes, his jacket has to have a Pomeranian embroidered on the back. Yes, absolutely. And he plays it off as being like all ironic, but he got it because he loves Scruffles. Let's see here. So he stops to Scruffles is great. Scruffles has never done anything wrong. I'm Team Scruffles forever now. Let's see here. He stops to let Scruffles root around. I've stopped to feel like Scruffles is a Pokemon, but also has something in its mouth like a toothpick or Pocky. What if Scruffles also has like a little leather jacket on and a toothpick in his mouth? He his harness is like a leather jacket. And maybe Scruffles even has little sunglasses on. So I've stopped to track a waxwing that I see up in the trees. I'll say observe a waxwing. I saw a picture of a waxwing today, and gosh, they're just so pretty. So yeah, so I've stopped to observe a waxwing. Oh gosh, what did I even? Actually, I want to make this a light interaction. I don't care what I rolled. I'm having fun with this one. I point out I point the bird out to him. He doesn't seem like super interested, but he like feigns enough interest to actually like look up in the tree and like try to at least like get a glimpse of the bird. I notice Scruffles, and so I have to spend a few minutes giving Scruffles some love. I have to capitalize Scruffles. I know that I don't like have to correct my typos when I'm doing this, but it's just such a force of habit. That's actually it's one of the things that makes it hard for me to write, is that I'm like constantly editing as I go, and that's not really conducive to like doing creative writing. So I'm giving Scruffles attention while I talk to this guy. He puts on a very cool guy, like chill front, but he also like he's got this like huge smile on his face while I'm petting Scruffles. And then we talk for a few minutes about nothing in particular, and then we part ways. I would like to like talk to him more, but it's just like it's not in the cards. I'm not good at asking people for their number or like for further communication, so but so what feelings am I left with? I'm really grateful for this little moment of connection that it doesn't really come that often. Most people you just pass by and don't talk to them, but anytime that you get to have just a chill little conversation with someone, that's always a good thing. It does leave me feeling a little lonelier, though. it is... It's hard not to... it's hard not to let every, like, good experience you have with people make all the bad times seem worse. Maybe that's just something that I do because I have a broken, awful brain, but... So what do I want to remember? Obviously I want to remember Scruffles. And I want to remember his laugh while, or no, his smile. His smile that I was able to bring out of him. And this is okay. I'll end this on a high note. There's nothing that I'd like to forget about this. This is, even though in some ways it makes me a little sadder, it's a good interaction, and I wanna remember that. So, yeah, I think that's going to be the end of the game, and I'm glad I was able to end on a little bit of a high note there. Yeah, okay, I'll move over to the stream ending screen. But well, thank you guys for Scruffles will live on forever. Hail Scruffles, Master of the Universe. So thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight while I play this game. I think it turned out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm very happy that I didn't get too emotional. Which would have been embarrassing for me, the way that everything is. It is embarrassing to be a human being. Yeah, I'm glad that we were able to have some fun with it. I accomplished my goals of exploring some feelings and talking about loneliness and stuff. That's I said earlier on Twitter that if there's one positive thing that I'd like to do with any space that I have, it's to talk about loneliness and hopefully normalize talking about it, because it's been such a source of grief in my life, and I think it is for a lot of people, especially people who are socialized as boys. It can be really hard to make the meaningful connections that you'd like to make, and so yeah, this is a subject I will come back to occasionally. I don't want to be a one note streamer, but yes, yeah, queer life can be lonely, especially I do not feel very plugged into the mainstream gay community, so that makes it hard. But yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, guys, and I am so happy that you guys made it through the entire thing. And yeah, I don't know. I have this is this is talk for more for my therapist, but I have a hard time connecting with communities. So, yeah. People in general drive me crazy, and sometimes I don't know. I'm pretty easy to get along with, though. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream for tonight. Blem and Harrison, I'll see you guys tomorrow for D&D, I hope. And Ebony, I'll talk to you later. We need to do some